I could remember being at least 2 years old and loving fashion. Just being obsessed with clothes. The way they would even just sit on the floor or on a hanger or in a closet. I loved them. There was something behind it to me at a young age that was very magical. I guess it wasn't really till I was about 14 years old when I did my first fashion show. I met this woman and she was yelling on the phone and she said, I don't have a designer, I don't know what I'm gonna do, the show's in 2 weeks, what the hell are we gonna do? So I went up to her, and at that age, I always carried my portfolio with me of sketches, always, wherever I went. And my mom told me to do that. She said, you never know who you're gonna meet. So I showed her my drawings and she said, can you make all of these? How fast can you produce this? You know, like she had a real cool New York accent. She's like, yeah, we got to get these done. We got to do it. We have the show in 2 weeks. Can you do it or not? I was like, yeah. Oh my gosh. The clothes that I did for the first fashion show, nothing looked like a collection. I don't know what I was thinking. I just wanted to make all these pieces that were in my head. But I think that's what was so interesting and so kind of cute in a way about myself. If I look at it now, I wish I could go back in time and say and shake myself and say, what were you thinking? Why didn't you make a collection? But each piece was different. Each piece was, I guess you could say, couture. We did the show at such a young age and all my family came, and someone from Vogue magazine was there and they did a story called Los Angeles Has Hidden Talent. They put a little picture of one of my models and one of my looks. They didn't put a picture of me, but it's okay. And I thought that was amazing to make it in such a prestigious magazine at that age. So from there, my family started taking it more serious and I took it more serious. It started out with me doing everything on my own, me doing all my sales, me doing all my repping and everything. And one day after I did Project Run My All-Stars, my cousin, Stephanie, decided to go into a business with me and we decided to be business partners. We started slow and, we did something together and it just started to work for us. But I believe it's because we were both smart and we were both different. And we both wanted to do something with our lives that had nothing to do with the background or the culture or the pressured life we were supposed to live. And we both had enough guts to say, I want out and do something different. I left my ex-wife and one of our children behind because I couldn't take having an arranged marriage and living a fake life just to make my parents happy. And although they were big supporters, but at one point in our life, they got sick of it. I think it had a lot to do with my mom and dad knowing that I was gay, and that was a big issue for them. In our culture, the Gypsy Romano culture, they would much rather you be miserable and unhappy than be gay or marry somebody who's outside of the culture. And it's sad. It was definitely hard growing up. I didn't always have the support from my brothers and sisters and other people in the community. They just didn't understand why is it that I wanted to sew and make dresses and how come I just didn't want to settle for the average. The relationship with my family now is absolutely so amazing. My mom and dad are wonderful. They're still supportive. I just can't bring myself to call them because there's just no way to get off the phone with my mother. Talking to her, she brings up every single issue and she could never hear what I'm saying. If I say, Mom, I'm in a fitting, she goes, oh, you're in a meeting? No, Mom, I'm doing a fitting. She's trying on the dress right now. Oh, you need hash browns? No, Mom, you don't understand. It's like that, and it gets so complicated. I love them a lot, but if I never have to call them, then that would be great. Right, and the raspberry. This season for New York Fashion Week, the woman is delicious. She's tasty, she's edible, she's sweet, she's revengeful, she's everything that makes your mouth water. I want people sitting in the front row, the second row, the third row, I want people to feel the passion and the lust of the collection, because it's very lustful, it's very sinful, very tasteful. So I want their mouth to be watering when they see these pieces coming down the runway. I want them to say, oh my God, I need to have that. I think because there's such a silhouette that almost everyone can wear, I wanted to stay very true to that and do things that not only are going to look amazing coming down the runway, but a real woman can wear these clothes, whether she's a housewife, or she's an actress, or she's a mom, or she's a sister, uncle, aunt. Well, she's not an uncle, but a niece. You know, anybody can wear these clothes. And I like making things that are oversized and comfortable, but still keep that elegant, sophisticated look to them. I don't know how it ripped on you, and I had it on earlier.
What is that saying?
At the end of the day, a write-up from the New York Times or the Daily Post or New York Magazine or Vanity Fair or Vogue or Marie Claire, one of the big, companies writing something great about your show, that's all a designer wants to hear. That's all they want to read. The next morning, they want to open that paper and hear that the collection was stunning, beautiful, effortless, and spot on. After Fashion Week, I don't really like time off. I don't like to, relax and go to, Puerto Rico or Hawaii. It's not me. I love business. I love waking up in the morning and saying, I can't wait to go to work. Not many people have that opportunity, and I never take advantage of it. When I wake up in the morning, I can really say, oh, I can't wait, I gotta go get this fabric, I just wanna sew this sample. People are like, don't you take a break? And I say, what for? I don't need one. In this business, I feel like it's important to remember where you came from, where you started, and that success doesn't come overnight. For me, it wasn't just Beyonce wore my dress and they found me on Instagram. That's not the story behind it. The real story is I lost a family, I lost a child, I lost, people who loved me, people who cared about me. I've hit roads that no one else has seen. It's because of my family and the people who I surround myself with, who give me reasons to push myself harder and to make opportunities happen. And I feel like I personally myself live a life of no regret, because I feel like everything happens for a reason. And I never look back and say, I wish I didn't do this, I wish this person didn't do that, I wish this person didn't do that, or else I'd just be, someone with no experience. And I think I look forward to what's coming and what's gonna happen and what's next for me, and I just take it as I can go.